Hey guys, I have just started a new SMP world on Hypixel, and so basically I just created this as I am an MVP, and I'm basically just going to start setting up some of the world settings, and I'm going to just have it set up on peaceful for right now. PvP is going to be disabled for now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna have rank prefixes. As a team. No starting streak. Game rules. Versus angler, obviously no. Forgive dead players, good. I don't want to have that. Yeah, I have advancements, advanced day cycle, weather cycle, raids. I'm gonna have raids. Phantoms can spawn. I'll have phantoms not be able to, fire spread, keep inventory, no mob griefing. No percent. I'm gonna have 1% of the people. Trader spawning, yeah, sure. No drowning damage. I'll do fall damage, death message, nothing regeneration. Yeah. Yeah, and that will be the initial thing. And I guess let's have this be our home base, I suppose, for this world. Well, as this game is going to prove eventually, what I have planned for this SMP is that it's going to be a place where some of my friends can come on, enjoy themselves, and be able to eventually be able to have like different factions and kingdoms and stuff. Like nothing too serious, but for those that want to have a story going along and all that, eventually you'll have some of them probably pop in, and you might be able to see some of their messages show up in chats. Who knows, because I don't know. I don't know when they'll come in, but perhaps they'll come in soon enough. Because this SMP is still in the work in progress, so it's definitely going to be a slow beginning, of course. And so any of the lore that we come up with off screen may develop and change over time, or like may just be developed, or may not be any lore at all. We don't have to know, because who knows, it can be a completely wild place. And as you can see, I'm just gathering all this wheat because as host and first player, I have a host advantage. And I get to loot all these buildings because host advantage. Feel bad about saying that, but I should be able to allow to deal what I desire first before anyone else comes in, because after all, just gonna fall down here because it doesn't really matter. Buildings here, no. Really should learn what different types of buildings are what, because I think I already inspected all of these here. So soon enough I will be building out my own kingdom here, and you'll start to learn some of the lore from maybe different people's perspectives, different people's things, but I think my first order of business is that to come up with my own kingdom name, and I think my kingdom shall be known as the Underdark, as our people shall be built for, as my people will be known for living under the ground, and like, and basically, maybe not, but if you have any interesting name ideas, feel free to put them down into the comments, because I'm going to be living under the ground and using farms as my main go-to. And if my friends ever decide to join, then they can come up with their own sort of trading names and all that. Because after all, we don't want to have anything overlapping. Well, we can, but that wouldn't be a good source of trade, since if one of us already has some stuff, then we wouldn't be able to prosper. And I guess my first home shall be in this little crevice, I guess, over here, and I'll just start building in here, since this seems like the perfect place. Actually, I'm gonna need to get some more wood before I forget anything. Because if I don't get my wood, then it's just gonna be a pain later. If someone else could be the main harvester of wood, that would be definitely a great trade. And after I start building up my first home for this, then we'll just have to see if any of my other friends are going to be, shall be joining, since who knows, they might. Put my, I guess my trading bench right, crafting bench right here for now, and I'll just start with a shovel, first and foremost, just to make this a little bit easier to. I'm gonna put that on, put that there. And I don't know when I got the emerald, but I'll need the dirt to make this a little bit more of a complete thing, and I shall dig this out a little bit to open up this, not really open up, but make it a little bit more concealed, I guess is the right term. And who knows, maybe some of the things that I will talk about in the future is just some lore of what could be happening in this SMP. Because after all, who knows what could be happening, since this is just the very first episode after all. Yeah, so eventually I'm gonna plan to make like an actual overpass to this as well. And let me just yeah, because this will be where the initial step is gonna be, which will be in here. And everything else will kind of just come out into here. So let me make a pickaxe so I can get some stone. peaceful. I don't really have to worry too much about mob spawning or anything like that, which is nice. And so let's see, what kind of name would make sense for someone who's living underground in a farming business? I mean, I do like the Underdark because of the, but I don't know. Just have to see what kind of just name sort of comes up and what people start calling us if other people do decide to join in. And after I get this little area carved out, I think that's where we're going to call it for the night, since. And I'm also going to make an axe as well before I forget, since an axe is going to be pretty important. Like that. Any saplings? Yes, good. Saplings are going to be very important around here. So I'm gonna eventually sort of hide this area off with trees. And yeah, so there's more trees over there, which I'm gonna snag quickly. There's a lot of water, which is good. And a lot of animals as well, which is really nice. So I'll leave that one tree. There's birch as well. If I can get a birch sapling, that would be amazing, since different trees and all that would be. Whoa. Oh, it's an ocelot. That's cute. And what's over there? Put that away. So quickly grab this, because I'm going to be needing lots of sugar cane for me being able to make. And a cactus, that'll be nice to be able to have a small supply of those as well. And let me grab just a little bit of sand so I can grow this stuff. Also, just for cosmetic reasons, I might want to steal some sand later. But yeah, in a dream, I don't even know why I said dream. I only know that he's one of the more famous SMP people for coming up with SMPs, but I've never even really watched any of the SMPs. So, anyways, I guess that's what we'll call it for today. And I hope you guys have a lovely day, week, night of your life. That's whatever's happened with your beautiful people. And good luck with whatever you guys have planned in the future. And you may see more of my hardcore world and or of this, depending on whichever I'm in the mood for, I suppose.